Nigeria's following to serve our father's land with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes shall never be in vain. To serve without a mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Labour Party anthem.
Again to save Nigeria, we have decided to follow Peter. We have decided to form more labor. No turning back, no turning back.
LP.
Papa, Mama, and me.
I want to welcome you all to this forum. Great Nigerians watching on air and obedience all over Nigeria. This forum is for us to discuss and let people know the importance of having your PVC. A lot of obedience are passionate about change. And this cause that we're all fighting for is to bring about the desired change that Nigeria so much needs right now. Everybody wants a Nigeria, we all want a Nigeria that you wake up in the morning and it's so obvious that there's hope for tomorrow. We want a Nigeria where our children will feel at home and be proud to be part of Nigeria. We want a Nigeria that people who cannot even afford a meal and have lost hope can sigh a sound of relief that this is a better Nigeria. Our mission is to rescue Nigerians from this oppression, frustration, rejection, hopelessness that people are going through right now. But we know that the only way we can do this is for us to exercise our civic rights. Our civil right is for you to go out there come 25th of February and vote. And the only way you can vote is by you using your PVC. I want to say this at this point, that when we're crying to God to help us, in the Bible, when the children of Israel were crying, it got to a stage that God said, you have dwelt long enough on that mountain. It's time for you to move. And the only way you can move is for you to move with your PVC and do the necessary thing. So we're employing the great Nigerians, go out there and vote for your questions. Thank you.
I want to sincerely stand on the state protocol and to welcome all of us to this press briefing. It is geared towards letting Nigerians most especially the obedient citizens of this country, to have all the information about the issue of PVC and this collection, because we have only 31 days to go to election, and in fact we only have 5 days for every obedient citizen to collect his or her PVC. And a lot of information have been flying in the social media, the real and the fake. This program this afternoon is geared towards letting Nigerians and indeed the obedient citizens of this country get the right information that will help us, help every Nigerian, especially those that have not collected their PVC, to do that, because that is the only weapon we have. That is the only key to our liberation. That is the only passport to the promised land. We are calling on all Nigerians, all registered voters, especially those that have not collected their PVC, to please, as a matter of urgency, to use these remaining days to do the needful and collect their PVC, so that together we can all join forces and take back our country for our own good. Thank you very much.
One more time, LP. I thank the gentlemen and lady of the media for being here. I thank also the State ESCO for making time to be here as well. All of us are working hard to ensure that come 25th of February, we will deliver His Excellency Peter Obi as the next President of Nigeria. And I'm very grateful that in that effort, they are also able to make time to join us here for this very important press conference. Like our chairman said, all the energy and passion that we have, we cannot channel it if we don't have PVC. And there is so much complaints, rumors, statements that have been flying along the airwaves, complaints, and we felt that it is very important that as a party we address some of these issues, because the people and the obedient family and Lagosians at large look to us to be able to shed light on it and be able to solve some of these problems. As you know, a lot of them will call us to say, this is the situation we are going through, please step in, do something. So we did. Yesterday, with the ESCO, myself, we made an official call on the state rep of INEC. And he shed a lot of light on a number of things. So we are going to talk about a number of these things. We're also going to talk about the realities that we have seen. We are going to dispel rumors and also encourage people to understand some of the truths and realities that are going to play out between now and the election. So we'll first start by talking about the complaints that we've gotten from the field. Majority of complaints that we got were a number of things. The first viral video that we saw was an allegation that INEC was writing out numbers to sort of discriminate against people. The people showed videos of INEC staff copying down numbers, and that went viral, and a lot of people were worried about this. And the state rep explained to us that these PVCs have been in their possession since 2011. What they did was to take down the codes, send it to their headquarters, so that the headquarters will send bulk SMS to all of these people to let them know that they are in possession of these PVCs and they should come and collect it. So that is one rumor that has been dispelled. We found it to be true. So that is one. The second issue that we met and we heard a lot back from the field was that the APC was conniving in certain wards and collation centers with the staff there to separate the names and the voters cards of people that they feel will not vote for them. We saw this when a video went viral in Surulere, and a lot of people complained about this for a long time. Fortunately, myself, in company of the Central candidate for Lagos Central, the State Assembly member, and the House of Rep for Surulere, visited these trouble spots about the next day or 2 days after. And we're happy to see that the INEC staff that were there had been replaced. And it was moving on smoothly. And we asked everybody in the area, how is this going? It's moving on smoothly. So that is another issue that was taken care of, that we saw that INEC handled responsibly. Number of trouble spots that we have gotten information that people are being discriminated against. Places in Ojo, places in Okota, places in Surulere, and in Solo. They had so many issues collecting their voters' cards. Now, the state rep explained certain things. He said that there are some people that have their voters' cards in another state. They did not do a transfer. They did not report that the card was lost or stolen. Instead, they did a fresh registration. That qualifies as multiple registration, which means that they will not print that card. So if you went through the process and you went there looking for your card and your card was not there, and you are getting upset and angry, unfortunately you did not follow the procedures that you were supposed to follow. The INEC rec explained that about 400,000 voters cards were brought based on transfer that came to Lagos State. Another 500,000 was brought based on fresh registration. Now, out of almost this 800 plus thousand, 600,000 PVCs from this batch have been collected. For people that went there and did not see their voters' cards and they followed due process and they escalated the matter, another 30,000 voters' cards came in this week, and it is going to the local government. So if you followed due process, you escalated the process, and you did not get your card, you can go back now, you can check. 30,000 cards have come to Lagos State, and it's going to be at the local government. So don't give up, go and check again. If you are confident that you followed due process, go back there, and by God's grace, you get your voters card. Now, all the units for the election in Lagos State, they are on ground, they have been tested. And what is very positive that we got from our meeting with the state rep was that he said the Beaver system, there's going to be a mock election in 6 local governments, 2 from each senatorial district, so that the public can come and see and test how the accreditation will happen. In due time, they will announce the date for this to happen. But it's good because it will allow us to see how much more transparent it makes the election to be. So for this, I'm very grateful to INEC and I appreciate their efforts. Has collected the largest numbers of PVCs. We'll still come back to talk on that. And lastly, the state rep is a former DSS operative. So he's very sensitive about security issues, very sensitive about investigation and carrying on to get the right information. So when we are lodging complaints, we must make sure that we have all our facts right. Now, all this being said, our take and our experience on ground is that while the states INEC have positioned themselves for a free and fair election, we must say that a number of their lower officials at the polling units, at the wards and the local governments have been compromised. We know for a fact that certain people are taking voters' cards and dumping them and selecting the ones that they want to give to people that they believe will vote for them. That is happening in this situation. We know this for a fact. Now, if you have gone through this process and for some reason they are telling you that your voter's card is not found, we need to make an official complaint. It can no longer be hearsay. We need to make an official complaint. You can make this official complaint on grvlagos.com. There is a tab for complaints. Fill all the forms there. Let us have a proper documentation of all of this so we can take it to INEC with the huge number that a lot of people are complaining about. Because while we are very happy to hear that a lot of people have collected their voters' cards, we must ensure that it's the owners of those voters' cards that collected it. Because while BVAS prevents people from using other people's voters cards to vote, and while there is no longer an incident form to make the process more transparent, if you collect voters cards that belong to people, you are suppressing votes. You are denying people of their rights and their capacity to actually participate in an election. And we do not want that. We do not want anybody, any Lagosian, not just obedient, any Lagosian to be denied of their right and their capacity to vote. So we must ensure that the voters' cards that have been collected were collected by the owners of those voters' cards. Lastly, of violence and intimidation that our people have been dealing with. Recently, 2 days ago, we had a young man in Ojo that was just going about pasting posters, as everybody is allowed to do, and he was macheted. There are pictures and videos of this that we have. He can identify the people behind this, and we are also going to pursue this to the full extent of the law. At the same time, we must say that for a state that has been ruled by one party for over 20-something years, if they have done so well for the people, why are they so intimidated? Why are they terrorizing people from carrying on with their free will to decide who gets elected, or even just supporting a candidate of their choice? If the PDP at the national level behave the same way to them, they will never have become a ruling party. And Lagos State is a state that its core foundation is live and let live, is coexistence, is peaceful harmony. That is the real culture of Lagos, the real culture of Lagos. And this is being taken away, and we cannot allow this to happen. We must push back. This is not the first time this incident has happened. In Ikorodu, a woman leader was intimidated and harassed. We had the flag boys of Labour Party that were almost set ablaze in Oshodi Solo, almost lynched. And this has been happening all over Lagos State. And it is not acceptable. We will not be bullied, we will not be intimidated. We are saying this for the record so that law enforcement also sits up and does the needful. For too long, they look the other way when incidents like this happen. And we want to be able to rely on law enforcement because we are law-abiding citizens. But we also have to issue a warning. We will not be bullied. We will not be bullied. We will not be bullied. If we see that law enforcement is not taking the appropriate action to protect citizens and law-abiding members of our society, we will be forced to have to protect ourselves by any means necessary. And it's important that we say this for the record, because the law enforcement and government is supposed to ensure peaceful cohabitance and safety of every Lagosian. That's their primary purpose. But for too long, they have neglected this, all in favor of the ruling party, and this is no longer acceptable. Now, the action point, the call to action for everybody. In Lagos State, there has been a huge turnout and excitement to collect your voters' cards. We appeal to you to please not give up. 30,000 voters' cards have come into the system again. Go and check. Don't give up. Ensure that you get your voters' cards. In the event that you do not register, you do not follow procedure, or for some reason or the other you don't get your voters' card, look for 10 people at a minimum, your friends, your uncles, people you have influence with, people that listen to you, people that work with you, people that work for you. Ensure, talk to them, ensure that they come out and vote. So that for that one vote that they denied you, you give them back 10. That's what we are going to do in this election. And that's for the voters. For the media, please, we need you to actually carry out investigative journalism. When you hear that people have been intimidated, harassed, hurt, go and meet them, ask questions, investigate it, shed light on it, so that the security agencies and the parties are on their toes. A lot of evil thrives in darkness because light is not being shined on these things, because they feel that these people don't know anybody, because they feel that these parties are not also violent. So they put violence, they carry out violence on their supporters.
Are they trying to make us become violent? Is that what we need to be to be able to coexist in Lagos State? We do, but we cannot continue like this. So something is going to have to give. So please, we call on the media. There are many of these incidents, many of these reports that never see the light of day in the media. Please, shed light on this. Give it feature. So that for all of us, we can have a better Lagos and a safe Lagos that truly, when the voters come out, they made a decision for government that is representative of all of us. So we can abide by that government and be truly happy in the government that comes into power. Thank you very much.
Negotiations that Lagos is key to this obedient movement. As we speak, Lagos has the highest number of registered voters in Nigeria. As we speak, the total number of registered voters in Lagos is 7,510,491. That's the total number of registered voters. And it is a good news that of this number, the total of 6,491,237 cards has been collected. Leaving a balance of 1,019,254. It's still a number. We want to urge all registered voters, and most especially the obedient Nigerians and Lagosians, to please use these remaining 5 days to collect the PVCs. It is equally important for all of us to know that collection now is at local government offices of INEC, no more at the ward levels. Collection has shifted to the local government offices of INEC. It is also important for those whose cards are not found to check if actually they registered before and registered again. As His Excellency highlighted, INEC explained it. If you registered before and you didn't collect and you go as far as registering again, INEC will not print your card. Meaning your card must have been printed and it is like at the local government office of INEC where you first registered. So it is important that Nigerians know this. If you registered before, go to that first point of registration. Probably your card is lying there. We are told that in some places where they discovered shortfall in the number of staffs, they made further arrangements and increased the manpower in those issue points. For example, in Okota, as my constituency, the INEC paid an unscheduled visit to that place to monitor and see what was going on there. When he got there, he saw them having only 4 officials doing this distribution. And here and there, in order that more hands be brought, and they posted additional 50 people there to help in the issuance of this card. So we appreciate INEC for the good job they are doing. Of course, we know that there's a new way. They've never experienced this kind of surge. The awareness is high. Most Nigerians are coming out to participate in this current electoral activity. Collected PVCs at over 6 million. Let us know that the ruling party has never won an election in Lagos with more than 1 million votes. On record since 1999, they've never. Sometimes it came to as low as 500,000. So, we want to urge all Nigerians, all obedient negotiants, to please go and collect their PVCs, come out and vote on the day of the election, and together victory shall be ours. So shall it be, we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. We have a Google form on that site. If you are finding it difficult to collect your PVC, fill in the forms and submit to us. We will help in any way we can to make sure we solve the problem and make sure you get your PVC. Labour Party Lagos State has officially appointed a liaison officer that will be interfacing with INEC on a whole number of issues. So that link is up and running. We are sharing the link on almost all the platforms of Labour Party in Lagos State. Tell your friends, tell your relations, go to that link, fill in the forms, and we take it up from there. Our mission is to make sure that nobody is disenfranchised. All Nigerians of voting age are encouraged to do that and discharge their civic obligation or responsibility. I want the deputy chairman of the party in the state shed more light on these forms we have online.
Their cards. We are going further, and that is why this. That is why it became necessary to appoint a liaison officer with INEC. Now, the importance of this function is to get information from common people, from Nigerians, from all levels who have issues about collection of their cards. Get the information and be able to intervene on their behalf with INEC officials. Find out what are the issues. Are these PVCs, have they been issued? Are they lying in other local governments different from where they should be? And what are the issues? So that INEC officials, senior officials, are able to intervene and make sure that everybody gets a PVC card. This link that the secretary of the party just mentioned about, and we are going to share it, is up and running. Between yesterday and today, when we pushed the link out, about 230 people have sent in their information, details of their registration with INEC, and we have been able to take this up with INEC officials. They're already looking into the records to confirm that these are genuine registrations and trying to locate where the cards are, so that those people can be advised to go to the local government and pick them. And with the intervention of the INEC senior officials, they make sure that the INEC people there make sure they release their cards. So at the end of the day, what we want is that every registered voter must have the opportunity to vote. Nobody must be denied the opportunity to express, perform his civic responsibility. This is what Labour Party, this is what the ESCO is all about. Let people be allowed to perform their civic duty. So we want to employ the media people to help us as we share this link with you, help us to share it so that people, it's not only Labour Party, but every Nigerian, every Lagosian who has registered and who should have a PVC card to vote must be given his PVC card and let him vote, let him or her vote. So my name again is Lanre Adenuga. Lanre Adenuga. My WhatsApp number is 0802 316 3031. We have been receiving inquiries, we have been talking to people, we have been advising people, and on the 230 people that have indicated that they registered, they couldn't get their cards, we're already intervening. So please feel free to get in touch with us, help us to share the link so that more people can come and we can help them to get their cards. Thank you so much.
Of the new Electoral Act, between section 90 to 93, I think 91 to 93, was detailed as to how political parties are meant to conduct themselves, how political parties are meant to understand that violence should be a thing of the past in Nigerian election. Our members, while going about pasting posters, are being attacked, and our governorship candidate, by God's grace, the incoming governor of Lagos State, also made reference to the issue of the oblique blackboard, to which petitions are been raised to the Nigerian police force. Up till now, I believe we have not seen any suspect action as to arrest or prosecutions of those individuals that are found wanting. And on this regard, we are calling the attention of the Inspector General of Police, the Commissioner of Police of Lagos State, and every other paramilitary and military structures of the Nigerian government to look into this and help us to perform their duties, which we think is imperative for us to have a free, fair, and justifiable election come February 25th and March 11, 2023. I've been enjoined to give the vote of thanks. I think prior to
3 nights the boy has been there. I never saw any press representative. But the incident was shared on internet. I posted it viral even at the national level. I posted it at the state level. And the women page, the IBA LCD where I belong, I posted it there. And some other guys did. I was there present. I saw the boy, I still have the pictures. His name is Joseph. I think it's from Lagos State. The boy is from Lagos State. He's one of our members. We went to meeting on Sunday night, and these posters were given to us to test. He decided to start testing his own that Sunday night, that same Sunday night. I didn't see any press representative to find out whether this video is really true or not. Even when the Labour Party sent their representative, I didn't see any press coming with him. I think press, this is where you come in to help in this kind of issue. You help us to spread the news. Not probably from there, the security agents will get to hear it better, believe it better when they get it, the information from you people. So I want to ask, is there any collaboration between the Labour Party, the ESCO, and the candidates? Whether they have any collaboration with the Nigerian press?
Yes, we did what we could do, but we'd like to put it on record here. The first I'd like to say is that we'd like to put it on record here for some reasons, state security reasons, which is beyond Labour Party. There are certain things that we cannot push out there because it would be as if we're doing it for our own party gains. Then two, my media friends are here. Not all of them are here. For all sorts of reasons, all of them could be here. We shared the story. I like to call it, we shared that incident. It was not just a story because we had the video evidence. I personally, on behalf of Labour Party, Lagos State, did that story and we shared it around. And I'm going to implore my media friends that are here again that I'm going to resend it again. They won't edit some facts for state security reasons. But all of the things that you have said is true, and I'll answer your questions maybe and say that yes, Labour Party, the candidates, are working hand in hand with the media. The media can do more. They are limited by what they are limited with. But we assure you that on this table, we are working with the media. If you have questions, if you have enquiries that you want directed to the media, please feel free to contact us at the State Secretariat. You can contact me or any of the ESCO who will put those concerns out there, and as adequately as we can, with the help of the media, we'll put it out in the air. I would also like for our pastor.
Put up your head.
Labour Party.
Obi Dati.
Labour Party.
Obi Dati.
Obi Dati.
LPO.
Papa, Mama, Pikin.
Hello, you are walking into the church.